Good afternoon. Let me go ahead and call this special meeting of the Rio Grande City Gruya Independent School District to order. It is Friday, May 13th, 2022. It is now 12:01. We are at the RGCGISD Family and Community Engagement Center. Section 1, for purposes of determining quorum, let me go ahead and take roll call. Mr. J. Peña.
Present.
Mr. Basilio D. Vardial Jr.
Present.
Mr. Noe Castillo, he's absent due to work conflicts. Mr. John A. Pope IV.
Present.
Mr. Lesar Velasquez Jr.
Present.
And myself, Adrian Ramirez, present. Let the minutes reflect that we do have the quorum necessary to proceed with the meeting. Section 2, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Pope, will you help us with the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Thank you, Mr. Pope. Section 3, action items. Item number 1 is consider and take possible action on travel request from the business office. It's 1 assistant superintendent, 1 accountant supervisor, and 2 accountants to attend the ASBO International Annual Conference in Portland, Oregon on September 13th, 2022 through September 17th, 2022. Do I have a motion or any discussion on item number 1?
Mr. President, I move that we approve item 1 as presented in our board package, item 2 as presented on our board packet to the lowest bidder, and to give continuing authorization to Mr. Adolfo Peña to keep negotiating price and addendums, not addendums, but what do you call them?
Best and final offer.
Huh? Best and final offer, and any additions he thinks are necessary. And approve item 3 as presented in our board packet, item 4 as presented in our board packet, and item 5 is presented in our board packet.
Okay. There's a motion by Mr. Vardial. Pending discussion. Is there a second to that motion?
Second that motion.
Second by Mr. Peña. Any discussion required on any particular item? Mr. Peña, I know you mentioned there was some discussion needed on the Faculty and Student Training Center.
Yes, sir, Mr. Garza.
Yeah, Mr. Delfino?
We have the item number 2, sir, which is our RGCGISD Faculty and Training Center and the renovation of the multipurpose center. And we do have some addendums. We would like for us to consider the addendum that includes the partition. Without the partition, we're not able to have several conferences going on at the same time. So that is a needed area. Right now, the cost is $58,000, and we're asking, as you all presented, to give us the authority to continue to negotiate, the lowest price on that. The board also asked for us to look into the terrazzo and flooring. So they do have some cost estimates there. We do know that, the base bid did include just the regular tile, which the lifespan of it is not as long. They do have another option. Terrazzo is available, but it's costly, and I'll let Mr. Garza explain that. But they do have another option that is more cost effective, that has longer lifespan than what's on the base bid. So we'd like to consider that, those two.
Go ahead, Mr. Garza. Yes, sir.
The ground down.
It's okay. Don't worry.
I didn't need it.
Don't worry. That's not important.
Now you have to drop eddies.
No, that was mine.
Oh, it was? We're good.
Put him here, that's fine.
Well, I just gotta say, Ken, in multipurpose, you guys are, and I know this might be a little
Turn
bit
it
off
around,
topic, but are y'all involving the technology group in the design and the construction of the multipurpose? Oh, I'm sorry, not it's the student and faculty center, ¿verdad?
He's at the phone.
Wait, there we go.
The technology part of it, we have conduits, they're empty, we don't have the wire, and we have, trays to lay the wire in the hallways. Usually the school districts have their own type of wiring and their own type of system, so we only put the empty conduits for the school district to put the actual wiring that you require in the conduits.
So you leave the infrastructure in there for them?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure that they convey that, because I know the technology needs are,
Yes, sir.
it's getting a little bit more sophisticated. And I had a discussion with them, said, have they reached out? And I got a very vague answer, and I would love for them to be a part of it if they could, please.
Yes, sir. Okay, and on the rest of it, we had a tile, a ceramic tile in alternate number 4, and the alternate came in at $163,500. They've provided this option that's in front of you, and that one brings down the cost to $137,400. There's a savings, 20-some odd $1,000. I don't have it exactly, but there is a savings on this material. And we can still look for a secondary option besides that, so we can maybe further bring down the cost. But right now, in the time that we had, this is what we came up with.
Is that, what kind of flooring is that?
It's an epoxy base type of tile. It's hard, it looks like a tile, it's heavy, but there's other tiles that are more pliable, like a 1/8 inch thickness, 3/6 inch thickness, and we're going to be looking to see how that changes the cost.
Can I just amend my motion to include the option, or what do you call it, the addendum number 1 that Mr. Peña talked about? And like I said, give the authorization to Mr. Peña to negotiate, basically, if he needs flooring, and making sure that, if you know that where we have the meeting, that we have the proper, and check with technology, like Jay is saying, a proper wiring, proper sound for board meetings and things of that nature, but that's where we're going to be having our board meetings, okay?
Yes, sir. And what this floor does is it cuts down on the maintenance of the building. So it's like a once a year type of maintenance operation on it, rather than whatever it is you all put on it once a month, or so it cuts down on the maintenance quite a bit, even though there's a price differential on it.
Mr. President, I made an addendum.
I'll second the motion to include the amendment to item number 2.
All right, there was an amended motion by Mr. Varela, seconded by Mr. Peña. Is there any further discussion before I call for the vote? All right, all those in favor, so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign, motion carries. And that takes us to section 4, which is adjournment. Meeting is hereby adjourned. It is 12:10 p.m.
Do we need to present on the grant? Can we have a
Oh, yeah,
few minutes or to present?
I'm sorry, okay. We bypassed that. That's a section 4, item 4, I'm sorry, just for the purposes
I'll
of the
just do
minute.
one quick question. This is exactly what's going to be sent to TEA, right? It was put together very wonderfully.
Thank you.
I like the package.
Thank you. It was, yeah, of course, with our partnership Transcend, our technical assistance provider, the one that we've been working with all this year. So, yeah, we've been working extensively to put this together. So, yes, I know that we gave you this on the SAF grant for both Gruya Elementary and Gruya Middle School, and as you all are very well aware of, this was a planning year for both of the campuses. We have just received notice, and I know that Mrs. Morris shared that with you all, that both campuses have received a total of $500,000 for the next 2 years to come, so we could do the implementation grant. And what we were going to present today, and I'm sure you've already received, like I said, received this in advance, was just to make sure that we do have, your approval for the design blueprint, and also the performance agreement. And I know y'all have already approved that, so I want to say thank you to that, so that way both campuses could continue with the designs that we have planned for the next 2 years to come. And right now, what we're going to share with you, I know that we had given you the QR codes both for the video and for the PowerPoint, and the only thing that we'll be going over right now is about a video less than 4 minutes long, kind of just letting you all know what we've been up to this year. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Just like Jay's saying, congratulations, a packet, it's very well done.
Thank
Very
you.
informative to all your staff, to everybody who works on it.
Yes.
Congratulations, did a wonderful job.
That's why we didn't have any questions.
I appreciate that, thank you.
I watched the videos. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, enjoy.
Currently, Griega Middle School is going through the School Action Fund grant. The School Action Fund grant is a new ESF-aligned educational model that must be developed to serve our community's needs, utilizing blended learning for instructional delivery in at least ELAR and math.
We will be implementing the blended learning model along with a high-quality instruction material, and will be focusing on the social and emotional learning components to focus on the whole child.
Hello, my name is Anaí Guerrero, and I am a 7th grade math teacher here at Gruya Middle School, where learning is always fun.
Hi, and my name is Katrina Martinez. I am the special ed teacher, and I provide in-class support in Anaí's class.
I really like this method because kids get to interact with each other, and I get to have a more one-on-one activities with them. So on our first station was our tech station, where we had comparing box plots and graphing data. Kids really love using this because they're so used to technology.
Ms. Guerrero was able to offer a small group teacher-led instruction. Students were able to use their handout to answer questions along with support by Ms. Guerrero so that they can have a better understanding and review the data with their teacher.
Hi, my name is Marcela Falcon. I'm the department head here at Gruya Middle School for the ELAR department. I think one of the things that blended learning means to me is face-to-face instruction, small group instruction for the students, and also incorporating technology. Station 1 was peer learning, where the students were interacting with each other, learning with each other.
Here at Gruya Elementary, we are focused on our students' academics, but we are also developing the whole child. This being said, we are committed to helping our students with their social-emotional skills. This means that our students will be able to build on their self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, responsible decision-making, and relationship-building skills. All of this will help our students to better cope with their feelings, and they will be more aware of their peers' feelings as well.
In transition, we will also focus on setting goals. Aside from the importance of setting our goals, we must also listen to each other and help each other grow. I invite you to join me on this journey of ours.
This year we were able to participate in blended learning, and I really enjoyed working with my classmates and most importantly, having small group instruction with my teacher. I appreciate having control over my own learning experience through station rotations and independent peer learning. I hope that we can expand this method and see what the future holds.
Again,
Thank you.
Congratulations on an extra $1 million. We've been getting a lot of money lately. Congratulations to everybody who got it. Thank you.
And I don't want anybody thinking we ignored the item. We were able to view the presentation and PowerPoint and video and everything beforehand. So to reiterate what Jay said, it was really nicely done. So we didn't skip it or anything. We had all our questions answered for us in the packet. With that being said, I think the vote has already been taken, so I will adjourn unless there's another presentation that needs to be held that I don't know about. No?
Good.
That's good? Okay, so meeting is hereby adjourned. It is 12:16. Thank you all so very much for being here.